Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here and don't know who I am, I'm Angel Awuno, a second year medical student of Baze University. I know why you're here. You probably just going to Baze University and you're like, oh my god, I just go into this new school and I don't even know anything about the school. Oh my god, how much is their school fees? How is their living accommodation? How is their food? How am I supposed to dress? Are they strict? How are their rules? How is everything? Chillax, calm down. I mean, that's why you're here. That's why you clicked on this video. I'm here for you. Don't worry, calm down. So this video is going to be divided into six sections. We're going to have the introduction, the school fees, the registration and admission process. We're going to have the feeding, the accommodation, and the dress code / rules. So now let's start from the beginning. What even is Baze University? Baze University is one of the private universities in Nigeria. It's located in Abuja, FCT, Nigeria. It was founded by Senator Yusuf Dasi Baba Ahmed. Yup, this guy. Yeah, I'm sure you recognize him from a certain political party.
LUP 74 LUP 75 LUP 78 LUP 77 OB 78 79 OB 88 OB 81.
Yes, he was also the vice presidential candidate for the 2023 elections from Labour Party. Baze University was established in 2011. Wow, I was still in primary school then. How time flies. Wow. The chancellor is also Dasi Baba Ahmed, and the vice chancellor is a man called Professor Tahir Maman. Well, I hope I pronounced that name right. I'm so sorry if I didn't. But Professor Tahir Maman is the vice chancellor. Now we finished with the facts. We finished with all the factual stuff. Let's get on to the main gist. The reason why you came here. Why did I wink, Angel? Now I'm just going to talk quickly about how to register or get admitted into the school. Personally, I registered online. I applied online. Like after the schools I applied for, let's start from the beginning. Okay, you know how JAM is now. When you're registering for JAM, you have to put in schools that you want to go to. Oh, by the way, congratulations on JAM. You guys that wrote JAM recently, I heard you guys wrote JAM. Congratulations if you did well. I'm so proud of all of you because I really understand JAM is not easy. Like JAM dealt with me. Bad memories. But congratulations, I hope you all did well. I hope you have success in the schools you're going to. Back on topic. So you know how JAM is now. You put in the schools that you want to go to, and then I didn't get into those. Like I did, but not for medicine, and I didn't want anything other than that. So I applied to Baze University online. I didn't even expect to get admitted because that rejection just messes with your mind. So I did get admitted. I got a letter from an email actually from the school saying that I was admitted. So you apply online. If you go to Baze University's website, which I will link down in the description below, no worries, I will link it down. You go there, you just look around, you apply, put in the necessary details. If you get in, they're going to send you an email. I don't know what happens when you don't get in because I was never rejected. Anyways, when you get in, you get an email saying that you've been admitted. They send you a list of things you have to bring in order to register into the school. It's like a whole list of passports, your JAM result, all the necessary things. I also had to change Baze University to my first choice, like in the JAM office. And basically that's it. If you want your registration process to be smooth and easy, my advice is to just bring everything on that list and extras. Please, like, you don't want to stress yourself. If they tell you to bring 4 passport photographs, bring like 8. If they tell you to bring your job, please bring it, because when you get here, especially if you don't live around here, by the time you get here, you have to start looking for where to print this and that, where to go to jam office, where to do. I love you guys. That's why I'm giving you these tips. Please just follow the instructions on the list. If they tell you to resume so time, resume then. So it's really not that hard to get registered once you bring the necessary things. The only thing that makes the registration process hard is when you forget something at home, some important documents or stuff like that. So it's not hard. Just come early. If you come early, you get in there on time, they attend to you quickly, and I really had no problems with my registration process. Some people might tell you otherwise, but personally I didn't. So that's basically it. Now let's talk about the food. So basically in Baze University there are 4 main restaurants, 5 if you want to include the suya spot. There's W Sauce, there's Brim, there's Terminal, there's, what's the last one? Hey, why did I say 4 main restaurants? Brim, W Sauce, Papa Rins. Why did I forget? And also the suya spots, if you consider that a restaurant. It's not really a restaurant, it's just a suya spot. But basically in Baze University you can get meal tickets. So what are these meal tickets about? When you're paying your school fees, you can choose to pay for food. When you pay for feeding, I think it's part of your registration process. I've never bought the meal ticket before. It's part of your registration process. You tell them, oh, you want meal tickets for Brim and Terminal, or just Terminal, or just Brim. Only these 2 restaurants have meal tickets available, and then you put your desired amount into the meal ticket. So anytime you want food, you can just walk to the restaurant, like, oh, I'm hungry, let me go get some food. Walk to the restaurant and pick out the food you want, give them your ticket, they serve you, they deduct the amount of money you spend that day from the ticket. Basically like vouchers in secondary school. So yeah, that's what the meal tickets are. You can also choose to order food from outside the school, like off campus. You can be like, oh, Chicken Republic, I want Chicken Republic. Yes, please. How much is the rice and chicken here? You can do that. You can also buy from the vendors within the school, because I think there's some people that come sell food in the school. You can do that. And yeah, but cooking is not allowed in the school. If you're on campus, cooking is not allowed, and there's also no limitations to what you can eat in Baze. I know that there are some schools that don't allow you to eat meat. That doesn't happen in Baze. Yeah, that doesn't happen in Baze. So happy about that. There are 2 hostel buildings for boys and 2 hostel buildings for girls, but it wasn't like this before though. Recently they just built like 2 new buildings on the other side of campus. Before, it just used to be 1 building for the girls and 1 building for the boys, like they were both facing each other like this. But after they built the 2 new buildings, the girls moved there, and then the boys took the 2 old buildings. Sorry boys. Now if you're sure like that you really want to stay on campus, you want to live in the school hostel, like you are sure to your bones that you want to live in school hostel, please come early. Like, please, I'm begging you, because if you don't come early, if you come just 1 day late, you will not see any room, or you might be homeless. So I'm speaking from experience. I promise you, I'm not exaggerating. Like, I think this is like a usual thing in all universities. So this is my advice to you youngins that are just coming out of secondary school, and there's always hostel space for everybody. You have to be quick, you have to be sharp, agile, you have to be sharp, And the only way to come early and book a room early is to pay early. So if they tell you, oh, school is resuming, like let's say for example 4th of January or the 10th of January, I don't know when school resumes, like next year, anything, but if they tell you, oh, 10th of January, make sure you have paid for the hostel or like paid your school fees before then. Get your receipts, and then on that day, come on that day, or come on that 10th of January, show the receipt to the matron or the master of the hostel, and then you can now be like, okay, oh, this is the room I want, this is the room I want. Yes, in Baze University, you're allowed to pick the room you want, or you can just leave it up to the matron to just give you a room, any room that is available, but you can decide what room you want. So yeah, please just come early, I beg you. Like, and I don't mean come early as per come that day, I also mean come at an early time, like 7 in the morning, be in school. It's, hey, you understand when you come, don't worry, I've just said my own. Yeah, and the way living is in Baze, you can actually decide to live off campus, meaning let's say the hostel doesn't suit your aesthetic or something, you can be like, oh, I don't really feel like staying on campus, I think I'm much better off campus. There are a lot of off-campus hostels in Abuja. You know, if you live here, you probably know some. If you don't, you find out. Yes, there are some off-campus hostels in Abuja you can choose from. You just view their facilities, which one suits your budget and all of that. But for you guys that are just coming into the school, fresh from secondary school, I do recommend you stay on campus. I recommend, like, I highly recommend it, because when you get here, you know, it can be overwhelming at times. When secondary school to university, the transition is crazy for most. So it can be very overwhelming. You might have a lot of things to worry about, because registration, you have to do with registration, you have to do with settling down. If you are not familiar with Abuja, that can be another thing. You have to just basically take it at a time. So I feel like it would be better for you to live on campus, at least for your first year, so that if there's any problem, you're close to your course mates, you can just ask, you can just, it just makes everything easy. Transportation, you don't even have to worry about transportation, you can just, you know, go to your class from your hostel. Basically, that's how it is. That's my advice though. But do you anything you want to do, you can do. So a lot of you guys have been asking me how the hostels look. I'm just going to insert a short clip for you guys while I take a break from talking. I've been talking a lot, it's not easy. Okay, so now let's move on to dressing. Basically, yeah, in general, in Baze University, the rules concerning dressing are very minimal. Like, the rules aren't so strict, they're not much. Just dress morally. I'm not talking about medical and law students, so I'm coming to their own case later. I'm coming to their own case later. But you see, for the rest, you can just according to your aesthetic, you know, let your creativity flow through. The only thing I can say is you have to dress morally, of course. I mean, it's a formal setting. You're going to school just like you're going to school, just like you're going to class, you know, whatever that means to you, take it like that. So yes, then for law students, let's start with them, because when I was, researching about their rules, guy, I was like, like that makes students have it easy then. Like the rules are choking, but I guess they're the law, so they have to, dress appropriately. I want to thank my friends in law, Rena and Sarah, for helping me out with this section of the video. I really couldn't have done it without them, because obviously I'm not a law student, so there's no way I can know the details of what goes on in that department. But they really came through for me, helping me, with this part of the video. So let's get onto it. Obviously, law students, you have to wear black and white like I'm doing right. I don't know if this is allowed though. Please, I beg. I'm not a law student. This striped, I'm not sure if it's allowed. But the formal black and white attire, the white shirt, black trousers or black skirt. You're also allowed to wear navy blue or gray. You can incorporate those colors into your wardrobe if you're a law student. But white trousers and black shirts is not allowed. Like that combo, I asked about it, and I know some schools don't allow it. Baze University also doesn't allow it. So if that's your style, please cut off that part of your style. It's not allowed in law. If you can decide to wear like navy blue trousers, a white top, and then maybe add a little black accessory to it, like a black vest or something, that is allowed. You can do a lot of things with black and white, to be very honest, and you can even add gray and navy blue. I think that's actually okay, to be honest. That's basically it for dressing. Formal shoes, basically dress formally, dress like you're a lawyer. That's basically it. Then colored hair, let's talk about colored hair. For law students, yes, it's allowed. Are you supposed to go over the top? No, please, no. Don't come and be doing hair like green hair, orange hair, pink hair. No, like ginger. Like I'll put it on the screen. These hair colors can be allowed, not too shouty, just on the low type hair colors, or you can just play safe and go with black. Because if you guys remember from my first video about Baze, I actually did black braids. I don't like black braids, but I just wanted to play safe just in case. Let me just do black braids, because I know some private universities are very strict on hairstyle. I'm so happy Baze University is not like that. For law students though, you can't go over the top with your hair colors. You have to keep it on the low. As for dreads, I know some guys might want to do dreads. I heard the dean doesn't like it. Yeah, he prefers low cuts. Sorry guys, but your dean doesn't like dreads. I heard it's not allowed, although some lecturers might allow it, but going by law school standards, dreads are not allowed. You can do your nails. Yeah, I know my girls are happy. Yes, you can do your nails as a law student, but they have to be medium length. No Cardi B nails over here. Medium length nails. You can get creative, design your nails and all of that, but medium length. Then dyeing your hair. Yes, you can dye your hair, but if the lecturer finds it distracting, you may be asked to cover your hair, or you might even be sent out of the class if the lecturer is not happy that day. You'll just be sent out of the class, so might as well just play it safe. If you're going to dye your hair, make sure it's like on the low too. Like basically law students, on the low, everything small, medium. Nothing about your outfit should be too calm. And then piercings are also allowed in Baze University. But again, as a law student, it has to be kept to the minimum. You can't be piercing your cheeks or piercing your forehead, or God, I've seen crazy things though. There's nothing you will not see in this life. You can't be piercing abnormal parts of your body. You can do double piercings on your ear. I've seen people with smileys, with nose rings, with the cowgirl, what I'm talking about now, the one here. You can do those. I think I've seen someone with an eyebrow piercing, but please don't go over the top, because I know these persons, they cost money and you don't want to waste your money, right? Yeah, so yeah, the only time you allowed to not wear black and white as a law student is if you're not having any law classes. Like from 200 level upwards, law students don't have classes on Fridays. That's their lecture free day. So if you have a borrowed class on that day, you can decide to wear what you want. You know, you don't have to wear black and white, although some lecturers appoint classes on Saturday and some of them demand you come in your black and white. So any, like, just come and go with the flow. Basically, that's how it is. That's all for law students. Now moving on to medical students. Medical students, their dress code is not as strict as law students, to be very honest. Regarding hairstyle, like, just look at the hairstyles I've done. Like, if you watch my videos, I've done a black hairstyle with blue pickable braids. I've done, you know, blonde. God, I'm really here outing myself, but I've done blonde, I've done, you know, black and blue. I've done, because I don't like black braids, so I'm a very, you know, I like when I walk into a room you notice me. So that's me. I don't do black braids, but I don't also do pink or green. Or it's a school, basically. Just, it's not a costume party. Like, I know some people like those kind of braids, but just for school, just keep it low. And medical students are not also allowed to wear jeans of any sort. No jean jackets, no denim trousers, no denim. Like, you're not allowed to wear denim. You're not allowed to wear the denim distressed jeans, like the stripped jeans. They are not allowed, my friend, guy. Don't do it. Don't do it, please. And what else? What else? Oh, you're not allowed to wear shoes that are not covered shoes. What are covered shoes? Covered shoes are basically shoes that cover your toes, that cover most of your feet, basically. Like, you can wear Air Force Ones, flats, loafers. What else? You like shoes that fall into that category, that cover your whole feet, because it's actually a safety, like, it's actually a safety precaution when you're in the lab. If something spills, which actually happens a lot of times, you don't want it dropping on your feet. Like, your legs can be covered with, like, your trousers and all, but like your feet will be open. Or if a heavy, like, apparatus falls from the table, you don't want it hitting your toes. You're going to be rushed to the hospital. So to avoid that from happening, you know, we're always advised to wear cover shoes. You can be sent out of class if you're not. Even when you don't have lab, you still have to wear it. I'm starting to talk so much on this dressing issue, but it needs to be said. What else? You know, wear your lab coat in the lab, dress formally, basically. The restrictions for medical students aren't much. Just don't wear denim. Don't wear shoes that are not covered shoes, like sandals or slippers or slides. Even Crocs. So even Crocs. Yes, I know. I know. Crocs, like, they cover, you know, like, your arguments will be like, oh, they cover most of your feet now. They're not allowed. I'm so sorry, but they're not. What else is not allowed? I think that's it, basically. Come on, let me check my notes, see if I'm missing something. Oh, for girls, please, no sleeveless tops, no spaghetti straps, no tube tops, none like that, no off shoulders. Please, I beg. You don't want to be sent out of class. It's not a good thing. No. I'm serious. Even if you don't want to be in that class, you might as well just not come than for you to enter, the teacher will cite you and send you out. Please don't do it. Don't wear short skirts too. If you're going to wear a skirt, please make it like at least below your knee or some sort. Don't let it be above your knee, because people have been sent out of class for that. You can't also wear shorts. No, you can't wear shorts. And another thing for the guys, you have to tuck in your shirts at all times. At all times. Like, please just tuck in your shirts, because there are some lecturers that are so particular about that. At the end of the day, to be honest, there's some lecturers that don't care about how you look, and there are some that are very particular on dressing. So to be on the safe side, just dress appropriately for all the classes. Because a lecturer that is not even teaching your class at the time might just walk into the auditorium, see you not dressed properly, and, you know, send you out. So please, I think I've said a lot and enough on this topic. Don't go and embarrass yourself. Thank you. Before I get into this part of the video, I just wanted to say that fees are subject to change and they also increase as your level increases. This means that the fees you paid in 100 level will not be the same as the fees you'll be paying in 200 level. I'm being very careful about this part of the video because I know money is a sensitive topic for a lot of people and I really don't want to be sharing any incorrect information on this channel.